So, I know the lighting isn't great, but you know what? Fuck it, we ball. Because I normally don't do videos this late because of the lighting so bad, but hey, blame it on the new Friday the 13th movie. Or should I say short film, Sweet Revenge, for coming out at 8 o'clock rather than just... Yeah. There was, like... It came out, and I wasn't going to do a review on it, but I was like, you know what? We haven't had an official Jason anything in a while, so I decided, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. Let me give my my quick review of Friday the 13th, Sweet Revenge, or if it's also just called Sweet Revenge. I just had to put Friday the 13th there to remind myself this is a Friday the 13th movie. So Sweet Revenge is the first of the Jason Universe films. We do know we're getting a full-length film from Jason Universe down the road. I don't know how far away. So this was basically Jason had to kill it in the first try. Like, no pun intended. This was Jason's big first outing again. Granted, was it a 13-minute video by Angry Orchard fronting the bill? Yes. Yes, it was. But here's the thing. You needed to make an impression on everybody. That was the big thing, was that Jason needed to make a big impression in this film. And do I think he made that impression? Honestly, yes and no. I feel like, first off, making it only 13 minutes, because you get it, oh, Jason's number's 13, we're only going to make it 13 minutes long. And I know that this took a lot of money, and Angry Orchard isn't exactly like a billionaire company. Makes a good million, but it wouldn't have killed you guys to go. There are fan films who get crowdfunded, like again, I have to bring up Womp Stomp Films, who make hour-and-a-half movies for Jason. And I have to be honest, they put a lot of effort in here, and I had to remind myself this isn't a fan film. That's the other major thing, is that this is in no way, shape, or form a fan film being made by a bunch of amateurs. This is from the guy who made the Wrong Turn movies. So what did I think? The story's pretty cut and dry. Bunch of quote-unquote teenagers that look like they all... And when I say teenagers, they look like a bunch of teens you would see from Beverly Hills 90210. Where, you know... I was waiting for what's-his-name from Sharknado to show up and be part of the film. Yeah. So, there isn't a lot to it. You know, you do get the Angry Orchard product placement. It's not objectively awful. It's not everywhere. No one throws an Angry Orchard bottle at Jason. Thank God. And the gore effects are actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's good to see Jason... like, actually kill people in such a gory manner. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually, like, does my heart good to see Jason actually, like, brutally murder someone with practical effects. That warmed my heart, especially the motorboat kill. Yeah, Jason just fucking takes it's almost like Cunningham and everyone else a part of this was like, you remember that kill that got edited out in Friday the 13th, the New Blood, the Weed Whacker kill? Yeah, fuck that. We're actually going to make it work this time. We're actually going to show it, and no one's going to stop us. So I do give it props for that we actually get what is what was clearly meant to be a homage to Part 7's kill. I also like when Jason just rips the blade off and just shurikens it into some guy's back. Love that. And yes, there aren't really a lot of like Jason... There are Jason kills here, but they're more like off-screen and you just see the after effect. Jason really on screen really only kills about 2 people. That's it. There's really nothing else. And you can say, oh, but Jason killed so much more people. Yeah, off screen we saw the after effects. At least the kills we got were pretty good. I also like the little apple peeler attempted kill. I like that. But the other thing I've been kind of burying the lead on is talking about the main girl, which is Eve, who Jason, we think, kills her in the first scene. Like, he does the classic pop out of the water, grab him, pull him underwater. But then but that was in broad daylight, like afternoon. And then she comes out of the water at night. And I'm at first thinking there's no way no one can hold their breath that long. There's like no way that works. But throughout the film, you see her like her complexion like becoming darker and darker, almost like a deadite. And then she just murders her friend who did cheat on her husband with her. And then it just ends with her and Jason like walking towards each other. So I'm wondering about this movie. I wonder if this is going to play into the lore of, adding some more lore to Friday the Camp Crystal Lake universe, where basically we're going to have the water of the lake itself, excuse me. I'm wondering if like the lake itself is now going to play a major role in what is essentially, I'm wondering if that's going to be the case, if like the lake is going to be kind of like a Pet Cemetery thing, where if you die in the lake, you come back twisted and more violent. And kind of a revenant. Maybe this is how they're going to explain Jason's origin in here. Which, funny enough, it kind of was hinted at that in some of the novelizations of the book of the movies, as well as it was really touched on in both the Topps comics of Friday the 13th and the Wildstorm Friday the 13th. So I'm glad they're kind of taking some stuff from the comics. So it is. I'm wondering if that was really the only interesting part of the lore, was that they're just kind of taking more of the Crystal Lake waters or the lake itself and making it that if you die in the lake, you just have a Pet Cemetery kind of moment. Honestly, all in all, it's okay. I don't know what we were all expecting. Honestly, I kind of knew what we were getting. I wasn't overwhelmed. I wasn't underwhelmed. I was just kind of whelmed with the thing. Was the motorboat engine kill awesome? Yeah. Other than that, it's just kind of eh. So I'm hoping, like, with a bigger budget and a better story, I'm hoping for more, this leads to something more with the movies. So yeah. So there's my review of Friday the 13th Sweet Revenge. Not bad, not great. It's just, it was a thing made with Angry Orchard money. That's all we can really say. So you guys tell me in the comments below, if you watched Sweet Revenge, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. Like it, hate it, comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in Multiverse.